Hello, everybody. This is the CEO of Agodel Green Enterprise, and I'm here to talk about um, how Agodel Green Enterprise started, um, because I know that a lot of people will be wondering how it started and where God has brought us so far. Okay. First of all, I want to say this: behind every success, okay, it's a story. Behind every success is a story. If you see Agodel Green Enterprise where we are right now, sometimes it's just very surprising. I'm sure a lot of people never thought that we could actually even get to this level. And I just want to say thank you to God, who has been the source of our strength, in everything that we do. So first of all, how did Agodel Green Enterprise begin? Um, so I basically trusted God, okay, to give me to help me start a company. Um, and you see, you have to put a lot of prayer, into whatever you are doing. Um, I'm sharing this testimony because God has brought this company very far, okay, and we have to realize that the source of our success is not from our own effort, but it's really from God. When I started it, first of all, let me go back to how even the idea of starting the company group even started. Um, I was praying and believing God for a job. Okay, and the very first job I get is through this institute in Manassas, Virginia, known as the Easter Education Institute. And Easter Education Institute is actually an institution that has been approved by the US to bring students from all over the world into the United States. So when I was invited by them, the director of the institution sat down with me and very impressed about my qualification. He decided that I'd be a recruiter for the institution to help recruit students from all over the world. Okay. Now, I want to say this. You see, every success begins with a prayer. There is no way you can achieve something very great without prayer because God is the source of success. Any other way you're going to try to achieve success, it will not last if it's not built on God, if God's hand is not in it. So what happened was that I started with the institution and being a recruiter. And I remember that time, a lot of people were calling me because they had heard that, you know, I could actually help people to come to school here in the United States. And this was just for educational reasons, okay? If somebody wants to come to school here to study, then I help them. I help to recruit them, okay? I help to educate them on the various standardized tests that they have to sit for and all of that. And also how they can possibly get a student visa to travel. When I started it, it was really prayer. That really what? That really what? Should I say fueled everything that I did. Before I knew it, people were calling me from different states here in the United States that they needed assistance, okay, to bring their sons and daughters from Ghana and all that. But anyway, to summarize everything, I realized that the institution was had their program, that the program was going to students were coming to study English here. And Ghana, for example, is an English speaking country. So I told myself this is not going to work because the first person went was denied visa. The second person went was denied visa because Ghana is an English speaking country. If you want to study English, then why not stay in Ghana? So I told myself, and I know it was God who gave me the wisdom. I decided to pull away from them and create my own. and decided to sort of create a program where, in this case, students are coming to come to school, to university here. Um, and so far God has been good. So this is really the stepping stone for the creation of Agodel Green Enterprise. It started with study abroad, and then after a while, uh, um, I believed and trusted God for more things, and God added other things to it. Okay, and brought really, really great, really great staff. My staff is really great. People like Mr. Alexander applied. Great people like Charles Jean and all of them applied, and before I knew it, I had literally an entire entourage. Now, when I went to Ghana, okay, the company was registered somewhere in I believe in 2014, but it really didn't really go into full operation till around 2016 there. Okay. And God began to bring people, okay, to be part of my staff, to help people who saw my vision. People who saw my vision. You see, I'm sure that people are probably going to think that this company group started with maybe this huge capital. No, all I had was God. And with God, all things are what possible, because through my experience with this and looking at how far God has brought this company group, it made me realize that really God is the source of success and God is really everything. Now I decided to, if when you come to Agodel Green Enterprise, we have different departments within the company group. You have the head of you have the PA department, which is like all the personal assistants to the chief executive officer fall under that. And then you also have the marketing department, and then you have the project management department, and then you also have the executive assistant, who is a medical doctor, who is directly assisting me. You also have other people on the staff, okay, who are not necessarily, who are not necessarily under any particular department. Okay, some of them are messengers, some of them are, but we have administrative assistants. Okay, I have administrative assistants, several administrative assistants. Well over 20 PAs, close to more than 10 administrative assistants. You know, I also want to talk about, for example, the other parts and the other facets to the company group. Okay, so we have a real estate business, okay, under the entire Agodel Green Enterprise. Um, so, in collaboration with Maululu International Group of Companies, that we are doing projects. Okay, for example, right now we are building an 18-bedroom apartment guest house in the Volta region. um and we are thinking of doing other projects. Okay, so when you look at the website, we're going to try to post uh, a lot of videos to capture some of the things, some of the projects that we are doing. Okay, so we have a uh, 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 real estate business under this company group. Okay. I'm also the CEO of Maulolo International Group of Companies. Now I'm going to do another video and explain how I became the CEO of Maulolo International Group of Companies, which is a different company group altogether. So we have also decided, we have also gone into, not that we have decided, we've already gone into it, into software development. And right now, God has been so good. Before I knew it, I had a lot of workers in India. I have an entire development team in India, and that is being led by Hussein. Thanks to God for my staff in India. um, you know, there are definitely people on the staff that are here in the United States, and a lot of people in Ghana. So this company group has gone far. Okay, remember, Agodo Green Enterprise is not just about study abroad. We are also into real estate. We are also into agribusiness, and we are also into contract acquisition, okay, and execution. And for example, when I talk about contract, we apply for contracts, not just private contracts, but also U.S. government contracts. Okay, and God has been good. I mean, if I'm to sit here and talk about all the things that God has done for the company group, it's just mind blowing. But what can I say? All that I can say is that thanks be to God, and for how far He has brought this company. Uh, uh, um, right now I have several workers. I have a lot. In fact, I can't even count the number of workers on my staff. Um, uh, you know, so that is what Agodel Green Enterprise is all about. Okay, Agodel Green Enterprise is an online company group with an office in we are using in Kumasi, and we are thinking of getting another office at Accra. In collaboration with Mawulolo, we have an office also at Ho. Okay, and we operate you know mostly online. Mostly online. So it's an online company group. So it's a lot of the use of technology. Technology is being used a lot, and God has been good. God has been really good. So anytime you think about Agodel Green Enterprise, think about the fact that God is really out at the source of our strength, and really God is the one who has brought us this far. I happen to be the CEO of the company, and I happen to be an apostle of the Most High God. And so for me, everything about the company group, to be honest with you, even the vision, I trusted God, and God made it possible. I just want to say a big thank you to the team that I have on the Agodo Green Enterprise staff. Thanks to the PA department, thanks to the marketing department, thanks to the project management department, and all the laudable people that God has brought to build this company. We have a website. You can check us out on www.agodelgroup.com. www.agodelgroup.com. Thanks so much for your time.